Hello, today we're playing Project Skyshard demo again, and we're gonna try to do our best. Okay, well, we do have Assemblator, which is one of the best weapons right now, as we established in the previous video. 1 of 3 town units isn't bad, to be honest. That might help with some stuff later down the line. Saloon is a pretty good pickup early on. I don't know whether this wins day 1, but that probably doesn't against that. They have Assemblator, Bamboo, and Industrialist. That is insane. We can't ever get through this. And we destroyed one of their bamboos, so we take more damage. That's amazing. Another weapon, another Assemblator. I mean, why not? Honestly. A tier 3 structure unit might help. Bamboo does definitely help a lot. A botanist, yeah. We're gonna get some health on the bamboo. Very cool. They have their weapons kind of in the front. That's interesting. Don't think that was the correct move by them, but interesting decision they have made. Nose tier 4. I think Nose tier 4 might actually be better than Tinker Shop. Well, I don't know about that actually. Well, I'll take Scola and I'll see what we have in here. Eternal Bonfire is amazing. Supercharger is also amazing, so I don't know which one is more important right now. We don't have a magic unit right now, I believe. We don't have a tinker unit either though. I think it's the Eternal Bonfire that we want. Yeah. Alright, we have an Eternal Bonfire, they don't, so we should be fine here. And we are. Tier 5 Nose Shop. No, I think now it's Tinker Shop time. Yes, Supercharger. The Supercharger wants to hit both. Tier 4 Magic Shop I do want, because I've realized I can just use the Myria, the Cursebinder, easily with down units, right? 3.5 seconds, use their weapon? Yes. Absolutely. Okay, they are portaling some of their units away, which is good for us. Alright. Town units, I don't think tier 2. No, there is a mill. We can use a mill. And then what we can do with the mill. I'll tell you what we can do with the mill, if we get it. We didn't get it though. So I will get this. There is another supercharger, I guess, in here. But I wanna do something else. Yes, I want to get the mill. Yes. I'll get rid of this. Now what we're gonna do, right, is we're gonna just use this Myria the Cursebinder a lot, right? So this will use the windmill and the Myria the Cursebinder, which will use the Myria the Cursebinder twice in 3.5 seconds. In 3.8 seconds, the mill itself will go faster. It will go slightly faster because of the watchtower. I guess the watchtower cannot really be next to the supercharger. Yeah, it can't. And we probably need a defense unit at this point, so I'll take one. Prismatic Mirror sounds pretty good to me. Alright, they have a Tesla Coil and a Stone Gorgon. Okay, they're gonna stun some of our units. And that's fine, because we're gonna make sure they shoot at themselves. Oh, maybe it's not fine, maybe they have too many units. Ah, it was just fine. Interesting. Tinker Shop is kind of interesting, because that can be a supercharger, but I'd rather find something more. I don't know. I don't know what to call it, but I'd rather find something more interesting. A production shop, it's day 6, it's kind of early. We missed on the Geronimo, so we could get a random enchantment. Crystal, mana is fine, I guess. Enchantments are also fine. Yeah, let's get enchantments, why not? Utility, I don't want to stun utility units right now. We'll do that, yes. We can transmute this thing, yes. We can probably transmute the Skola as well, it doesn't do anything. And just a big tier 4 unit, probably. Town Hall, brick by brick probably is the thing we want, yes. Yeah, that does give us some defense. They have a lot of crystals. Now they have 2 crystal mines. And they also have pretty good defense up front, so that's gonna be kind of annoying. 4000 health to get through. We are using their own weapons a little bit, so it should help. And they have deleted the Cursebinder. Oh, well, that was really close. Okay, on trigger axle, get faster. So the question is, do I wanna get... Do I want the assemblator to be even faster? Probably, yeah. Right now I'll try to get more mills. I don't think that's possible though. Another production unit, no. Okay, we do have a mill. And... not quite. When a friendly weapon attacks, adjacent enemies get plus 2 health. Okay, that's cool. Just speed. You know, this is probably fine, now that I think about it. Yeah, it's a lot of... It's gonna be a lot of health on the Myria Cursebinder. It is just there for health. 250 health is not nothing. And I guess this might actually do something. Although this is not start of combat, this actually has to live in fatigue, I think. So, that's gonna probably not matter then. I wish it was easier to see what the Myria, the Cursebinder, was actually doing, to be honest. Because I can't really tell how much it's doing for us. I have to imagine it's doing a lot. But it's like hard to tell. Myria, the Cursebinder, 21 triggers. Surely it did a lot. Okay. And I'm down to put that on the bamboo, honestly. Another mill? Oh yeah, it's another mill. A magic unit, if it was tier 4 I would take it, but... You know, defense shop, I mean defense shop is fine, I don't have to... like, get... that far in, right? Yeah, I mean brick by brick is pretty good. Is force field better? Maybe. So this is what, 400, 500, plus 10 health per weapon attack. And if a Myria the Cursebinder uses an enemy weapon, does it trigger the force field? I wonder about that actually. Put that over here. And when a friendly weapon attacks adjacent units, get plus 2 health. Okay. Or a 3. Honestly, 3s are so good. Like, it's so difficult to get through the trees. That we just use the trees, because we can. So one benefit of the Myria the Cursebinder is that it doesn't count as a weapon, but we are using it as a weapon basically. Because we're making use of their weapons. They do have a toy store, which makes our Myria a bit worse, to be honest. It does make the force field much better though. How much health does the force field have? Okay, that did have like 900. Oh, that was cool. I guess. Sure, you can have more damage. Ancient shop, interesting. Or we can get bamboo. What did I say? We can get bamboo. Structure. Is anything of this structure? Not really. But this is structure, right? Tier 5 structure is probably good enough. Yes, it is. Graveyard. I don't know about that, but... we're gonna get more damage on the assemblators because we can, yes. A well probably is good enough, honestly. We're gonna give the Myria the Cursebinder a bunch of health with the wells. That's what we imagine is gonna happen. Okay, they do have dynamite turrets. They have a glowberries set up. Okay, well I don't know what it is they're gonna try and do with those weapons, but we're gonna try and deal with their stuff. How much damage does this do now? Way too much, right? 191 every 0.3 seconds. Yeah, they run out of weapons, so old game is a rule of life. Yeah, brick by brick, shaman makes sense. Damage is assemblators and dynamite turrets. Yeah, why not? That makes sense. Okay, housing market, I'll take it. Is it the mill or is it the saloon? It's saloon time, I think. It's saloon time over here, yes. Tier 3 mall, town unit, yes. Power line is probably good enough in some capacity. Okay, let me think about this somehow. Because the power line is a start of combat effect, right? But I probably wanna affect more units than that. So I probably wanna do... ideally with... no, it's fine. Yeah, that sounds pretty good to me. gonna use the Cursebinders to the point of insanity. And another well, just to have a bunch more health. I don't think I wanna transmute anything, not even this. Actually, maybe we do transmute this, it's kind of pointless, right? A random nature unit, sure. More damage. And more damage. Sounds good enough. So this is 14 seconds at the start of the fight, right? When we start the fight, we pause immediately. Now it is 11.16 seconds. Okay. The superchargers have died. Now this is 4.57 seconds. That's insane. And this basically... Okay, that is kind of crazy. We're gonna use the air weapon against them. They do have a lot of big pierce weapons also. Our stuff is taking damage. And they have stunned us. Okay, well, that wasn't that insane then. Unfortunately, their weapon setup was just better. Was there anything else that I missed there? Or this is just a bunch of pierce. Oh, they had 2 eternal bonfires. I see. And crossbow setup. Alright. Well, I see that our setup there has become a little bit more vulnerable to pierce stuff. Another bamboo? Sure. Yes. Put it over here, maybe. I just want more defense units at this point, right? The pillar? I mean, the pillar does gain a bunch of health, I think. So does this. And the cursed bell is probably insane with the amount of bamboos we have, so I should probably take that, yes. Let me just move all of this away for a little bit. So what I wanna do, so move this one down, put this here, put this here. Put the trees over here. Make it like this, okay. Yeah, that seems good to me. They have assemblators, they have lifesteal on their big laser pointers, they have pierce weapons again, a bunch of health. They did die, like they had only 5 health, so they have an inverter. Or maybe they portaled into it, that's also a possibility. They have some town set up there, but sure, we can just use their own weapons against them. It's fine. But it's a bit hard to get to them right now. Yeah, our defense line is kind of holding up. It's not quite holding up as much as I'd like it to. The issue is we got a lot of pierce damage on us, right? Yeah, our assemblator almost died because of it. So there's a chance I should be doing something else. And that is trying to support the health of these. Which, I mean, I can't really do though. The Sun Altar sounds good enough versus the kind of stuff they're doing though. But wouldn't I just want another force field instead? This is a rare opportunity to get more weapons. Yeah, let's get a Sun Altar. I kind of like it. Another bamboo. Not quite, but that is a Lashing Spore. Okay, can I get the Lashing Spore in between? Yeah, that like that. That is insane, in a way. Okay, so now our weapons are a bit less likely to die. Because they have lifesteal. And they should have like 20% lifesteal, or I don't know how much actually. Okay, this guy is absolutely pumping their Cthulhu's Disciple and Magnus the Enchanter. Let's see what happens. That does actually help our Myria Cursebinder though, because we're gonna use their weapons. Yeah, I think their Sun Altar has killed a lot of their own units there. Yeah, their weapons did the most damage. Now, I don't know how the logs work with the Myria right now. I think this counts damage they did to their own units, so... Also, like, the wells are giving the wells over here are giving our Myria the Cursebinder 450 health, which is not nothing at all. Alright, how many times has the Myria activated? 46. That's kind of insane. Just kind of though. Okay, we'll put that on the Sun Altar. I think Tier 4 and Tier 4 is usually better than Tier 5 and Tier 3. Chameleontis, I mean sure. Why not? Another weapon sounds good to me. Another Tier 3 town. Power line. Okay, I mean if we could get the power line to do something else. I think, wait, if we trigger this... Okay, I don't wanna like change too much of this setup though. But if we did have two power lines, like right here and here, we couldn't really put anything in between though. Well, the salon could stay in between, I guess. So, I'd do this, right? All of the top stuff would stay up there. I can't do... I see what I can't do. Maybe I can though. I wanna do this, right? The saloons will be here. The Myria the Cursebinder can be like somewhere down there, I guess. And it's fine if we just use the same ones, right? This is gonna be used a lot, I think, so... Honestly, let's do this. And a crystal. Okay, I wanna check something real quick. They have a crossbow build, that's kind of annoying, but... Pause. Okay, so two power lines. These normally have 3.5 seconds, right? So they are 2.2. This went down to 3 and this went down to 11.6, right? Okay, the superchargers have died. 0.3 seconds, okay. 4.5, this didn't change because we didn't add another power line, but this is 0.3. This basically triggered... We basically triggered 20% speed, was twice, and then for each supercharger that was twice. So this was 6 times 20% speed. So it only went to 0.3. So it's not like 100% speed boost. Okay, that's good to know though. What is this arrow on the Sun Altar? What does that mean? I don't know. Doesn't really matter. They're gonna use their crossbow and kill their whole board, I think. Oh, they have killed our board apparently, so I might have overspoken there. Unfortunately, their build is just better. I think the Myria has a slight issue of... even if I do support it, like this, we are kind of fragile. Yeah. We are just kind of fragile. Where did the... Oh, we moved this and the enchantments disappeared. Okay, whatever. Doesn't matter. Structures. Alright, trigger the bottom unit, eh? Ah, to the altar. Might be better than the power line, to be honest. So if I just put the Thanatos altar, like, wait, let's figure this out. Not quite there. Like this, right? It's also possible I should be having the... because of what we are doing, it's possible we should be just speeding up this instead of this, but it's kind of tough to say whether that's the correct play. It might be, for all I know. Power line, yeah. This is still only targeting the Myria, so it should be fine. Inverter, yeah, that sounds good to me. It's kind of crazy that we're losing with this setup to me, because I don't understand what makes us lose, to be honest. I think it's just the fact that they have piercing weapons, right? The Spellbound Rocket can definitely kill our build. It's a bit tough to say how this works. Apparently we should be using a lot of their weapons, but we're just doing nothing, apparently. Is what I can feel, what I feel like. Well, we're losing anyway, so... I kind of wanna try to do... something crazy here. What's that? This stays here. Yeah, just like that. That will stay over there. We get another town unit. Another power line, yes, why not? And another Myria the Cursebinder. Sounds good enough to me. So let me just do this. Use an adjacent town if we get it, give it a bunch of health, yes. It already had that enchant, but it disappeared, apparently. Okay, so we are using a bunch of Myrias, apparently, but it's not helping us at all. It's kind of crazy, to be honest. There's something weird about this. This isn't going as fast as I thought it would be with the superchargers. Okay, maybe that's the issue. Maybe I just assumed the supercharger was gonna do the same thing as the double power line, but it didn't. And I don't know why that is. Right, the Myria only activated 24 times. What happened there? Is this not a town unit? No, it is. It worked with the thingy. Right, we had double power line next to it earlier in the video. It worked. Fine. And I'm actually gonna upload this just to figure out what actually happened here with the units. Anyway, that was a fine run, I guess. We gained 40 rating. It wasn't great, but it was interesting enough, in my opinion. So, have a good one. Goodbye.